KilltheAlex from BlakOpz, and this is an exclusive interview for COMA Music Magazine.
How did you and Bender meet and decide to come up with BlakOpz?
I met Bender at a Thanksgiving party. My friend was like, "Oh, he's like this really big DJ. You should totally like meet him." Da 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 da. Well, Bender was drunk, and as we all were, but he was extra special drunk. And at first I was like, "Who is this guy?" You know, but he made me laugh like really a whole lot. We were drinking and puking together the entire night, and at one point we went out in the backyard and we kept hearing like something falling on the ground. It sounded like rain or rocks or someone walking. So he immediately said, "It's a chupacabra."
Oh, hell yes.
And I was like, "What?" He was like, "It's a chupacabra." So we started yelling, "Show yourself!
Oh,
Show yourself!" over the wall. And then we puked and drank some more.
Hell yeah.
What they call puke and rally. But yeah, that's how we met. And then I told him I wrote music. He said he wrote music, and I was like, we should hang out.
And then a love child was born, and it was a chupacabra.
And I want to be clear about this, about the BlakOpz thing. We came up with that name well before the video game, although I am a fan of the video game, and I play it quite frequently. But Bender the Degenerate does not.
What the fuck do you spell BlakOpz like you do? Are you fucking retarded?
Yes. No. Actually, we just, we liked the name BlakOpz. We thought it was really cool, and how BlakOpz is like, you know, these people that come in the middle of the night, they do these secret operations, and like it's been since like the 1950s that they were doing stuff with the CIA, and we just thought it was cool, and we were like, we can't just have it as BlakOpz because you can't use it. It's like using the word government.
That's
it just
true.
doesn't, you know what I mean? Like there's no way you can like, so we were like, hey, we'll just respell it some way, and BLAKOPZ. Yes, the Z.
What kind of music do y'all play?
The type of music, it's kind of hard because we take so much from so many different influences. I mean, Bender is a huge hip-hop fan.
Yes.
He loves hardcore music, like metal. I do too. I like both of those things. He's more of into the hard dance scene, so
yeah.
He definitely has like a, you know, that techno edge that I really like, because like I think industrial music, in the way it's evolving, I think more so, is it's kind of going towards that. And we do like EDM, we do trance, we do techno-ish, because we even use like a 303, which if anybody knows what that is, in our music. Not a lot of people really use in industrial, especially.
Yes.
But we got like a techno industrial. We want to make people's asses move. We want to make them dance. We want to get that energy out there and just like really push industrial in a different direction. And a lot of bands, some of our influences range from like the Beatles.
Bunch of.
I don't even think Bender likes the Beatles. Actually, I think he hates it, which kind of.
I don't like the Beatles either, so I completely understand.
I'm a big fan. Melodies come from the Beatles. I'm not saying that we make Beatles music.
No, they don't. Far from it.
I was just probably much more aggressive than that. But I also
fucking hold your hands.
I have a punk, hardcore metal, and I also did drum and bass. Some of our breakdowns, if you pay attention to some of our breakdowns, we do all different types of styles in our breakdowns.
That's my next question.
Oh.
So with the genre's rising popularity, is there any influence of dubstep going to be coming up soon?
You know, I like dubstep, but I don't want it to make it like the main thing. My big thing, and I like dubstep a lot, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes here, but I personally just prefer to have dubstep sounds, like the wah wah wah, in a breakdown. I think it's good in a breakdown.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Personally, I'm not putting down anybody that makes dubstep, because some of those guys, like Skrillex and all that, they have talent, and they earned it. Like, I'm kind of jealous of Skrillex.
I said influences. I didn't say dubstep song.
As far as influences,
Make some shit in.
Dubstep's so new to me. I can't really say that I have it.
What program did you start out on? Any specific tips you guys have for musicians that are trying to up and come?
Well, personally, I started off with singing. My father, my family is all big musicians, but I started playing guitar. Then I went to Fruity Loops, which is a pretty big thing for a lot of newcomers.
Not the cereal.
And a lot of people that are really using Fruity Loops really well, and they can make some really awesome music out of it. But I moved from there to Acid Pro, and after I did that, our professionalism went through the fucking roof. And Bender introduced that to me. He then nailed it into my head for like 3 months. He was like, you gotta do something professional, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. I was like, alright, fine. So then we started writing music on it, and I picked it up like immediately. Like I knew exactly what to do, and he was like, wow, you really picked that up, so.
Yeah.
But
most of your music doesn't have lyrics, but I know you've been working on some new stuff. Is there going to be any more songs that are going to feature more heavy lyrics?
Absolutely. As in fact, basically our next album that we're coming out with, which we don't have a name for yet, is going to have predominantly, I'd say 80% lyrics.
That'll be fucking awesome.
And singing. We definitely, I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah.
And I produce, you know, but like that's really what we want to do. We want to push that and try some new stuff, singing, screaming.
I think you should call it shit, screaming, and stuff. So this is your first official show. What can we expect from it?
Well, we are constantly writing music every day. We've got a lot of big remixes, which I won't say the names because just for business taste. But we got some big name bands that we're doing some remixes for. Things are really coming together, so we've been working our butts off to try to do music.
That's awesome. So when is your EP coming out?
Well, I'll just say it lightly. There's possible label interest, so we are trying to make as less red tape as there can possibly be.
Absolutely. So what other projects have you specifically been working on, and do you know any that Bender has been working on?
Bender has been a hard dance DJ for quite a while. He's been producing music for like 10 years. He actually started on some of the like programming stuff where you like physically put it in for like a month. So he started with that, and then he kind of found he fell into production on the computer.
Cool.
Before I did. Well, I'd done it earlier, but I kind of left it go for a while because I was playing guitar and singing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But then I started writing projects with Merry Go Down. Download the Conspiracy was one of the last ones. That kind of fell through. It was, I don't know how to explain what type it is, but I've even done hip hop. So I write a lot of different styles. So I like to be versatile.
So you've collaborated with Mighty Mike Saga on a few songs. Do you have any future plans with him?
Of course. We constantly write with Mike, and he really pushes us to do some really off-the-wall stuff sometimes that we're not used to. But because of it, it has actually honed our skills to make it even better. And we're learning so much more and just evolving more because of Mike Saga. So, and now because of that, we're actually going to be doing a big show over in Philly.
Yes, I cannot wait for that show.
Yeah.
Okay, so what the fuck is up with your hair?
I stuck my finger. No, I don't know. I basically just I used to have spiked hair. I used to do the punk rock thing when I was younger. And
so this is punk industrial?
Yeah,
this is industrial.
Once you go punk, you can't really just leave it.
That's true, because I dance like
exactly. It's always in you, that like wild like.
I dance like a skanker, so I understand completely. Yeah. So did Mind Bender bald prematurely? Is that why he shaves his head?
Actually, he was born that way.
Oh, well.
I think he rocks the bald well.
He does rock the bald well.
He shaves
I occasionally just want to go up and be like, just shine him. And just shine him while he's teaching.
I don't know if he'd let you do that, but...
Thank you for the interview. Mindbender's here in spirit. Mindbender is
he's in spirit,
right here.
But he's partying too hard.
I'm rubbing his bald head. Yes, right now. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.